Hey, good morning, YouTube. It's freaking early, man. I was supposed to sleep in today, but last night I was reading some news before I got to bed, and I had to get up early and share this with y'all because I know some people don't read the news, some people watch it on YouTube. But this is emergency kind of stuff, man. Hey, check it out. Just like I reported the last time, Samsung, they're coming after you, man. I've already converted over to the S7 from the Note 7. Let me tell y'all something. Yeah, this is actually absolutely the best phone ever built, but I had to shut this bad boy down. I never downloaded that 60% update, so mine is still running nice and clean. This is the second recall version, but I just stopped using it because I was tired of all the bullying that they were doing, and now they've gotten to the point where I'm seeing this article on The Verge. Now I know The Verge, The Verge really doesn't have much love for Android as a whole, especially Samsung. But it says here, let me let you read it for yourself. All right, just let me let that clear up for you. All right, now let's see. I'm gonna skim it because it's kind of a lengthy article. Samsung may permanently, this is the headline, Samsung may permanently disable Galaxy Note 7 phones in the US as soon as next week. Yes, the US. Remember I was talking about, like, was it New Zealand or somewhere in Australia or something like that? They were cutting it off as far as the carrier. Now they're, tinkering with the US phones. Samsung appears to be planning to permanently disable Galaxy Note 7 units in the US with an update that will prevent a recall phone from charging at all. Like, seriously, it just won't charge. Let me see here. As soon as December 15th, Samsung will modify the software to prevent Galaxy Note 7 from charging. The phone will no longer work. Samsung declined to comment. Let me see here. It's not clear whether Note 7s will be disabled across the US major carriers as well, but it seems likely that that'll be the case. In the past, updates disabling the Note 7 features have rolled out across Verizon, at&t, and other carriers within a matter of days. That's probably what'll happen here. So that means they're coming quick. Let's see here. Samsung began initiating the Note 7s, or began limiting the Note 7s in the US last month, placing restrictions that stopped the phone up to 60%, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so this one's, in Canada, it's rendering the phone mostly useless by disabling Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Damn, you can't even, damn. Okay, let me see here. One last attempt to recover the Note 7s. By preventing the phone from charging, Samsung takes the final step in making the phone entirely unusable. It's still offering the Note 7 owners the ability to fully return the phone or exchange it for another device. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay, so that's it. That's it. It's over. They're shutting it down. Now I know what you're thinking. Root your phone, go to Galaxy Note 7 Alliance, go to Galaxy Note 7 Rebels. Look, stop living off the grid, man. Let me tell you something. You have to form a community around a cellular phone. An underground community around a cellular phone to get it to work properly. That's a problem. I know it's a great phone and I hated to give mine up. But seriously, I mean, I appreciate the effort, but I just didn't, I never felt like rooting, man. I got other stuff to do. I got reviews to do. I got to work. I ain't got time to be rooting my phone and flashing software every time Samsung and my phone carrier comes after me. Like, I feel like I'm in like some type of zombie apocalypse where I'm trying to hide my phone or something. It's not worth it, man. Just go get you a rebate or the refund, not the refund, the rebate. They're giving like $100 to $200 rebates. They're giving away freaking right now. If you get a Galaxy S7, you get a free Gear VR. I mean, yeah, there's a lot more perks to getting rid of the phone than keeping it, because even if you do root your phone and flash new software, put package disablers on it, come on, man, this is Samsung. It's like Skynet. They're gonna get you. And then what about your cellular service? Like, you can't stop that. There's nothing that you can do to stop that. Okay, you can disguise your phone to read Galaxy S7 in the firmware version. Okay, but still, they can look, stop it, okay? You're not smarter than the cell phone carrier or Samsung. You're not smarter than the person that built the phone in the first place. It's killing me, man. They want you to stop using the phone. Whether you want to keep it or not, that's irrelevant. I still have mine, man, because like I said, this is the greatest phone ever built, and there's no replacing it until the Note 8 comes out. But seriously, I need a fully functional phone where I don't have to duck and hide from the man from trying to shut it off. Like, that's crazy to walk around with a phone all day knowing that like something could happen to it. Whether it does catch on fire or not, I don't know. So that's one thing, right? But then the other thing is, hell, am I gonna be shut off in the middle of the day? Like, is my phone gonna be in my pocket? Yeah, I've spent like an hour rooting my phone and flashing new software, and then you walk out, you go to work in the middle of your work day, you getting some kind of OTA update, and man, they didn't cut your butt off. Now you gotta go the rest of the day without a phone, right? Because it won't charge anymore, or the Wi-Fi or Bluetooth won't work. I'm kind of upset because this thing might not even work on Wi-Fi no more. That means they are seriously shutting it down, man. That is no joke. But seriously, man, stop living off the grid. Come on back to the brighter side of things. The dark side is cool and everything, but come on back. Come back, man. Come back. Come back. Get on the grid and join the rest of us who have phones that work all the time, and we don't have to keep flashing and trying to recruit people to come join the dark side. It's okay. It's okay. I remember when I put my first video up of this phone, where I talked about notes. Yeah, it was the Note 7 getting capped to 60%, and I was actually it was my video of returning it. I remember I had a bunch of people come on as far as comments saying, "Luke, I am your father. You can keep your Note 7. Join the dark side." And I was like, maybe I should root this thing and start tinkering with it and flashing software. But I remember doing that back when I had what phone was that? The HTC Evo. I was into doing that stuff back then. And then it was a Sprint phone. It was the phone before I got my Galaxy Note 2. That's when I became a Note fan, when the Note 2 came out. So I was like, man, I got to have that sucker. Epic 4G, that's what I had. I rooted the hell out of that phone, and I kept tinkering with it and stuff, and it was fun, but it was time consuming. And back then, I didn't even have Samsung chasing after me. I was just doing it just because I like cool software. And now it seems like you just got to do that just to keep Samsung and Sprint and all the carriers off your butt. I ain't got time for that, man. Hey, but check it out. If you want to keep your phone, you go ahead and join the Note 7 Alliance. You go ahead and join the Note 7 Rebels and keep rooting, keep doing your thing. I can't stop you from doing what you want to do. But I'm just wanting to let you know, I'm reporting news, man. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying, they coming after this sucker. They want it back. So either you do one or two things. Either do what I did and refuse to send it back and still get an S7 and just don't use it, right? Because once again, I'm not using this phone, man. It's a collector's item. I love it. It's a collector's item. So either just keep that bad boy and connect the new phone. The Note 8, not the Note 8, but the S8 is coming out in probably 4 months. It might be delayed. We're probably looking at another 6 months before that 8 actually comes out. And it's supposed to be a pretty awesome phone. However, I think they might be thinking about removing that headphone jack. Let me know how y'all feel about that. I'm not really a headphone jack user myself. I'm always on Bluetooth doing stuff. I just don't use the headphone jack. So honestly, I don't care. But I can see why some people be upset. As far as the renders that I've seen about that on that thing, all the renders of the pictures that I've seen, I don't like the design. So the people that are out there creating these different renders of the S7, please stop, because you're ruining a pretty decent looking phone. The S7 it's not as handsome as the Note 7, but it's still a good looking phone by itself. So the renders that y'all putting out there, putting this phone to shame, they are some ugly renders. So please stop. But yeah, it's supposed to be a good phone. It's supposed to be actually removing the home button too, and making it kind of like what iPhone has done. But also, they say it's supposed to be like a near bezel-less design, and I'm pretty sure we've already got that, especially with the Note 7. This thing barely has any bezels on the side at all. I guess they were talking about the top, and that's not really something I'm concerned about. I like having the chin on the top and the bottom, and that's why I'm really not an iPhone fan, because I feel like, in the Pixel too, I feel like the chin is way too big on those phones. It's ridiculous how big the chin and the forehead have to be on an iPhone and a Pixel. Just doesn't make sense. So I'm cool with Samsung having a top and a bottom bezel. It was the size that was killing me. And on the Note 7 and pretty much the S7 too, they did a real good job with the bezels here. So the S8, it ought to be looking pretty good. 4 to 6 months, all you got to do is wait. But until then, get yourself an S7. If you're on one of those T-Mobile junk programs or whatever, you can upgrade anytime you want. So go ahead and get you an S7 real quick. Hang on to it for a little while. The Grace UI, the Android Nougat, it is very, very similar. Actually, I'm starting to think it's actually better because I've been getting updates like once a week. And I think they've actually surpassed the Grace UI on the Note 7. Actually, it's actually better. But that's all I got to say. I wanted to share that with y'all. Hey man, y'all have a good morning. And you know what? I got some more videos coming out. I got let me see. I got some more gifts for him under $100, and I got something special coming up. So y'all stay tuned.